Fuck yeah, boys. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Oh my goodness. This guy, I must hit this guy over here. I'm like shaking, literally. Hopefully the stability control's working, but my hand's literally shaking. I'm so excited. But you guys know how I get, right? This is nuts. I don't know if this is the color I'm getting. They have a black one inside. I think I prefer. I actually thought I wanted the white, but I don't know, man. Either way, these guys are making deals on the ones they have in stock versus something that you would special order. Sales guy's been really cool so far. It's the manager. This is a 2021, not a 2020, so it does have the additional horsepower. Revised tuning for suspension, etc. Different cylinder heads, or cylinder head, excuse me. But let's do it. Let's jump in and let's go. You like it? That thing's pretty sweet, huh? All right. Gotta put my mask back on here. It's a Supra, Toyota Supra. Do I have to wear a mask?
When we're in the car.
Okay.
Do you want to drive?
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, I didn't know if you were going to drive for me.
I just pulled up for you.
All right, so this is our sales manager. Say hi.
Hello.
For the internet. All right, so we're in the cockpit. All right, boys, 2021 Supra. Let's go. You want to introduce yourself? Say hi.
I'm Derek. I'm a sales manager here at St. Charles Toyota.
Nice. And he's nice enough to let us take the car out for a nice drive. They had a black one in the showroom. And the silver one was just more available, sitting in the service drive back there for the test drive. So we're going to take this thing out. Derek's going to be nice enough to hopefully record a little bit, but we're not going to get crazy, obviously. Just kind of get a feel for the car, see how it rides, steers, etc., brakes, and we'll be back. So Derek, so you're basically saying we have the standard 3.0, we have the premium or premium, is it premium or premier?
Premium.
Premium, okay. Yep. And then we have the 4-cylinder variations. Now Derek had a gray 4-cylinder variation in there for about 47 grand. I think this one is about 53 or 54, right?
Yep.
So for not much more, I feel like we're getting a lot more in terms of value. I know you had mentioned we get things like heads-up display, which you guys probably can't see right now. We get all the kind of safety stuff. We get the adaptive cruise control, which is great. We get CarPlay. But anything else in terms of, you know, Premier versus, or Premium, whatever, versus all the other models? I mean, really, yeah. What's
brakes, the Brembo.
Yeah, so that's right. We get Brembo brakes, right? So
exactly.
The 4 cylinders, that's an option, or can you get it, or not?
I believe you can. It's just a smaller one.
Okay.
So, yeah. So
but they're not as big diameter-wise.
And all that are smaller.
So we get bigger rotors,
yes.
Better calipers, etc. And the 3.0 standard, even though it's the V6 and the turbo,
yep.
It does not have the Brembos or adaptive suspension and stuff like that.
Right. Yep.
Which is crazy because it's like they sticker for like just over 50 grand versus 54. It's like mind-blowing. So yeah, so we're just talking over here. They have a silver one and a black one. We're just trying to make a decision right now if it's worth, you know, because right now they're making, you know, somewhat of a deal on stuff that they have in stock versus, you know, something that I would order, right, in terms of color. I wanted white, I think was first choice, and then probably gray after that. But I don't mind the silver with the black accents and the kind of matte mirrors and stuff like that. And I'll show you guys the black one in a second. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think. But I'm thinking about pulling a trigger before the end of May, because I want to say you guys are doing, this is through May 3rd, all these deals, yep. Right? Seems like all the dealers are doing the same things in terms of financing and, you know, just general incentives in terms of stuff off MSRP. So give you guys a couple more shots of the outside. Inside's like standard issue BMW, like everybody makes fun of, but I don't think it's such a bad thing. I mean, BMW makes great cars. And once again, in terms of the actual powertrain in this vehicle with the ZF transmission and the B58, I mean, this is a proven engine. I mean, at this point, these guys are doing 800-900 wheel horsepower on a stock engine. I mean, not even a GTR can say that. So that's kind of where my thought process is in terms of the different vehicles we're looking at. This is definitely probably my first choice. So once again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Would love to hear feedback and just hear what you guys would tune in and like to see on the channel. So let me know, and thank Derek at St. Charles Toyota.
Thank you.
And we'll check back in. Peace. The yellow, I think, is just going to be too loud, although I don't love red, but the Evo, the first one back in the day, was red. Yeah. I think the red and the black does look pretty cool. Have you seen a red one? Out of curiosity, how's it look?
The 4-cylinder was the red one, so it's really nice, and then we have the red launch edition down the street.
What's your favorite color?
I like blue.
So you guys still have a 2020 in stock?
We do, but it's not for sale.
Oh, because that's the owner's card. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they do have blue.
No.
Okay, because I saw a blue one online. I think it was in the UK. I've seen pictures in blue.
I think the blue was a special edition.
And then they had like a matte color they talked about on launch.
Yeah, that is that one
never came out. Yeah.
So that one is very hard to keep.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because it's a matte finish. So.
Well, yeah, like the wraps and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be a hard one just for maintenance, you know.
For sure. All right, so we got the big ass Brembos. These are 6-piston front, right? 4-piston rear.
I believe so. Yep. If I'm wrong, I apologize.
No, whatever. The guys in the comments will let us know and make fun of us, so it'll be good. I still don't understand. I thought the GR was just for the first year, the 2020 only. What?
No, it's Gazoo Racing, so that's so the new 86 is going to be the GR86 as well. Same with the Corolla hatchback. They're making a GR version of that.
Okay, cool.
And the Yaris, which I'm sure you've seen.
That's not the new TRD. It's not replacing TRD, is it?
No, not really. It's just this is their like Gazoo Racing division. So.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a pretty usable trunk. Obviously, no back seat for the kids, which is a drawback. But I mean, honestly, we're gonna be using this for YouTube and track use, and you know, yeah, it's not the grocery getter. We got the Honda and the other stuff for that. So, all right, guys, I'll check back in the car on the way home. Thank Derek once again, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace. All right, y'all, what's up? Alan checking in. I know it's been a minute since I made a video, and I know I pretty much made, I think, almost one video in the last year, so I definitely apologize about that. Was hoping to, you know, obviously create more regular content, but, you know, as usual, life threw me a big curveball, guys, so I haven't been able to share much with you guys, because honestly, it's just been a really hard last 6 or 8 months for me. You know, to kind of put it bluntly, basically after I made that last video last July that you guys saw me in, talking about breaking up with Sam and, you know, selling the truck and all that stuff, basically less than 2 weeks later, I was just getting on the bandwagon. You know, I was all about making videos. I was excited, things were going well, and then, like I said, fast forward, you know, less than 2 weeks later, my dad passed away unexpectedly at 62. Which was terrible. He basically died in an ambulance. My mom wasn't able to be with him because of COVID. He didn't die because of COVID, even though they tried to say it was COVID as well. It's a story for another day, but either way, you know, I was dealing with that, and it was, you know, I was really close to him. He was only 62 years old. It was completely unexpected, and it was just really hard, guys. So, you know, on top of being a single dad and dealing with all that stuff, you know, then I had to deal with that. Then I ended up selling the house and moving into a new place, which you guys are going to see in future videos. I don't know if I'm going to show you in this video, but I moved and was able to get a bigger place, and now I have a 3-car garage, which is awesome. And yeah, and so I was kind of just dealing with all that, you know, new daycare, you know, still dealing with COVID and work and single dad life. And then my grandmother, my dad's mom, passed away from COVID in December. So once again, I was just getting ready to start making videos. I was feeling good about myself, and I wanted to kind of, you know, just get back out there and kind of be normal again, right? And of course that happened, and, you know, so we had to deal with that, and, you know, everything that comes along with that in terms of, you know, family stuff. And we had Christmas as well, you know, first Christmas without dad, which is really hard on us, and especially my mom, who was married to him for 43 or 44 years. So yeah, it's basically what's been going on with me. And then, you know, I was hoping that 2021 would be better. You would think that, right? It couldn't get much worse. And you know, it hasn't really started out great this year either, guys. I basically, you know, January 15th, Calvin, my son, who just turned 2 years old, brought COVID home from daycare. And so we all got COVID, and we had to quarantine for 6 out of 7 weeks, because in Illinois, the good old state of Illinois, they mandate that each kid has to quarantine for a 2-week separate period. So that puts you at 4 weeks right out of the box, or right out of the gate. And then I had other situations, basically, it just kept getting worse, where Calvin was wrestling with the dog. You know, we're 4 weeks in, just about ready to go to daycare. It's a Saturday. I'd literally been stuck in the house for 30 days with these guys, trying to work, trying to take care of them, and have COVID, by the way, which sucked on its own. And Calvin was wrestling with the dog and hit his head and got 8 stitches. So then he was at home for another week, you know, which is now 5 weeks straight. And then I got him back in daycare for the first time in 5 weeks. And then my daughter proceeds to get sick that week and gets a sinus infection, and we have to go get COVID tested again. And we're home for another week. So I had him home in all from January 15th through March, 6 out of 7 weeks, while trying to do my job, you know, all that stuff. Solo mission, single dad life, and it pretty much sucked, guys, but we got through it, and the weather's warming up, and I'm back, and I'm ready to make videos. I'm ready, you know, I made some changes in my life that we'll talk about in future videos as well, but I'm just trying to take better care of myself from a health perspective, you know, with regards to drinking, with regards to eating healthy, you know, things like that, right? So I'm just trying to get back on the, you know, back in the driver's seat here, and, you know, driving cars, making videos, just feeling like myself again, having fun, you know, not being depressed, not being sad, not being, you know, sick, you know. So welcome back to me, I feel like, and yeah, get ready. So all right, guys. We are just pulling out of the good old Toyota dealership, and man, my heart is still racing, and I cannot believe, man, honestly, I'm not exaggerating right now, guys, but I cannot believe how much I like the Supra. It drove unbelievable. I apologize for not getting any good action, but they're just having me drive around on streets like this, and I really couldn't get on it that much. It wasn't, you know, anything terribly exciting in terms of, you know, something you guys want to see, but I think the takeaway for me is, you know, the car is so sexy in person. Like, I always thought it looked good in pictures, and I've seen a couple of them kind of drive past me, but I haven't seen one kind of, you know, in the flesh, or, you know, not moving, or kind of, you know, driving by me at 50 miles an hour. So I think the first things first is that thing is a sexy, sexy car. I cannot get over how great the back end of it looks, the front end of it looks. I mean, pretty much any angle, in my opinion, looks awesome. Look at this truck, by the way. But any angle of it looks awesome, in my opinion. You know, I'd like to hear you guys' feedback in terms of colors, like I said when we were in the car, but drop a comment below. I'm getting a really smoking deal on the stuff that they have in stock. I'm getting basically $4,000 off MSRP for something that they have in stock at the dealer, versus waiting to get the white one. If I wanted to go white, I would pay sticker for that, which would be about $4,000 or $5,000 more than the black or silver one. So that's food for thought. The other thing is I would have to wait about 8 to 10 weeks for this guy to order me one. Now there is a few white ones locally, but those are all at sticker. And to be honest with you, a lot of them have mileage on them. So it looks like they were demo cars, or, you know, the sales guys were taking them home at the end of the night. You know, they're being used for test drives, obviously. So I personally wasn't really looking to pick up one of those. I really wanted something that had, you know, preferably under 10 miles, 15 miles at the most. Had been on maybe a test drive or two, preferably none. And that's kind of what I was looking for. So the black one that they had in the showroom has no miles on it. It's never been driven. They offered to paint correct that car because I was worried about the swirl marks that it had in it, just from being a black car and, you know, not being washed properly. So they said that they would, at no charge for me, paint correct the car, and they would do the entire ceramic coating for $800. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And they would allow me to choose the type of coating that I wanted to use as well. So I thought that was huge, especially with the black car. Once again, you know, I'd never been a big fan of the silver, but to be honest with you, the silver kind of grew on me as I was there today. And I think the reason I kind of liked it a little bit, which surprised me, was the fact that the, you know, the side skirts and the spoiler, you know, the front shin spoiler, you know, and the mirror covers being matte black. I just think that they they look better and kind of stand out more from an accent standpoint with the silver versus the black, where everything just blends together, right? So I think that's kind of cool. But obviously black, you know, when it's clean, when it's perfect, you know, I don't think it gets any better than black, even though I'm a white guy. But black, when it's clean, I definitely agree, looks amazing, but it's really hard to keep clean, as we know. So kind of food for thought there. Once again, so the silver and black one that they had in stock, they're willing to make deals on, and they're willing to ceramic coat the black one to make it perfect for me and paint correct it, which I think would be huge. And I would tint the windows as well, for the record, on either one of them. So that's kind of where I'm at with the Supra. Now, where I wanted to get your guys' feedback was, other than the color and, you know, should I wait and order the, you know, the white one, you know, and forego the discount that they're doing on the stuff that they have in stock. So I wanted to get your feedback on that. And then I also wanted to get your feedback on, you know, and something in this price range. So something in that, you know, that 50, 60, maybe 70K price range. Now, and that obviously opens doors to a lot of different types of vehicles. And I'm not, you know, somebody that has to have a new car, so it could be something that be slightly used, in great shape. So comment below what you guys want to see on the channel, and I mean that. So, I mean, really, I'm doing this for myself, but, you know, more so you guys, because, you know, with the channel, I'm able to write the car payment off, any kind of modifications that I do, basically any expenses, as long as I create content with the vehicle that I choose, you know, it's a write-off. So for me, you know, I need you guys to tune in and be excited about the project as well. And basically any of these cars I'm mentioning, you know, or SUVs for that matter, if we go with the Trackhawk, or things that I like, and I like a lot for that matter. Do they do different things? Are they different types of vehicles? Some of them, yeah. But once again, I'd like to hear your feedback in terms of what you guys want to see or would like to see, and why, right? You know, so if it's a Trackhawk, for example, a slightly used Trackhawk, you know, comment below. Let me know, you know, if you want to see the Trackhawk, why you want to see it, etc. So if it's TTRS, or if it's the RS3, you know, if it's the, you know, a M4, an M3, or, you know, a C63 AMG, or something along those lines, anything really. I'm just looking for something, excuse me, that's fast, fun, that's not going to depreciate like crazy, and that you guys will hit that like button for, subscribe to the channel, and be excited about. So, and get me the views, I guess is what I'm saying. So once again, comment below, let me know what you guys think in terms of the different vehicles that we're talking about here, which once again will be the Audi RS3, the TTRS, the Jeep Trackhawk, the Toyota Supra, BMW M3, M4, Mercedes C63 AMG, maybe even a slightly used M5, although I think those are a little too big. I prefer the four-door M3. But yeah, let me know. Comment section below. I'm rambling at this point, so I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it's a welcome back video, so let's go, boys. That's about all I got for you at this point. I'm gonna get back to the house, kind of edit this thing up, mix it up for you guys, and if there's anything else that I want to add in at that point in terms of kind of getting your guys' feedback or commentary, I'll jump in. But otherwise, we'll talk to you on the next video, which could be me getting the Supra. So once again, can't wait to hear your feedback. super pumped to be back, guys, and just getting back to being normal. And don't worry, we're still going to be road racing the Evo. We're still going to be working on, you know, not working on it quickly, but we'll still have the, you know, the MR2 right in the background. So we'll, you know, in general, the channel will have quite a few cars that should be of interest to you guys. So between the MR2, the Evo, and then whatever we pick here. So, you know, pros and cons, obviously, you know, with things that have a back seat, you know, especially with the kids. The Trackhawk, I could tow the Evo to the track now that the truck's gone. So there's things to think about there. You know, completely different vehicles, obviously, if I look at something like the Trackhawk, you know, versus, you know, the sports cars, for example. But either way, they're fast, they're fun, you can mod them. They're all sexy in their own right, and they're all different in their own right. So can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. And once again, hope you guys are having a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.